Hi, Nolan. It's Jenny Hall Jones. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm hanging in there. I don't know if you're in Athens or not, but I'm in Athens and it's beautiful outside right now. So I'm hopeful it will stay like this the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I'm in Worcester, Ohio, so it's a
Okay.
bit north of Columbus.
Yeah,
But the weather is still really nice up here. It's nice up
good.
to walk.
Good. Have you been trying to get outside at all?
As much as I can without, staying out for too long with
Yeah,
everything going around, people
right.
panicking a little bit, but enjoying it still.
Yeah, that's good. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself. You're in the College of Engineering, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. What's your major? What year are you in school?
Okay, I'm a computer science major, and I guess I'm a second year, finishing my second year right now.
Okay, nice. Okay, so does
Uh,
that mean that you left, you were on campus in the residence halls?
yeah, I was on campus. I was in Carr Hall on New
Oh,
South.
oh, one of the new ones.
Yeah.
Oh, so tell me how that just felt, because I know when we made everybody leave the residence halls and we kind of did it using the guidelines of being distant, physically distant from each other, a lot of people moved out kind of by themselves. Like, how did that go for you, and how has it been like moving back home?
Uh, Getting the news was a bit weird. It was during spring break. Like
Yep.
I think in the middle, so it was about I think Wednesday or Tuesday, and I was just visiting a friend over at a different university who had actually just closed their campus
Mm.
right before we did. So once I had got the news, and I just kind of had to wait till my move out date, which happened to be I believe on a Wednesday or Thursday again, but except it was from 8 to noon. And the hardest part was that, I could have changed my time. I could have, but I just chose not to. But it's a 3 hour drive. So I woke up at 5 a.m. with my dad. And we just drove
Oh,
down to Athens and just got
oh.
everything. It was it was great. Move out was really easy though, even though
Okay.
it was just there's no move out crew or anything.
Yeah.
Practically no one was on campus. The roads were very clear, so going there and back, like we got into no traffic at all.
Yeah.
Gas was cheaper, so
Yes,
I
that's
mean, all in all,
true.
there were a lot of positives moving out, I guess. I mean, there
Yeah.
were like still bins out for us to use, so we didn't have to take multiple trips back. We took like 2 trips for all my stuff, and it was all relatively really easy.
Okay. So it was easy, even though, because I guess I was worried about just kind of emotionally how hard that would be that you like were moving off campus. You're kind of saying goodbye to on campus life and you did it by yourself. So
Yeah.
I would say like there's a virtual, like, we miss you. We wish you were still on campus right now.
Oh, actually, like transitioning over to online lectures and classes was, I guess, kind of easy for me because
Okay.
last summer I actually took online courses from like through OU, so I knew what it was kind of like already. So I mean, yeah,
Well,
I
and
guess it was different.
you are a
Yeah,
computer science major, so I feel like you might have a leg up on
yeah.
other people.
I took some online classes in high school and a little bit in college, so like I know what to kind of expect in terms of I guess learning online. So I mean, I guess I did have a leg up in some way.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear. So if you are feeling like you've got that leg up, what advice do you have? So do you like when you're thinking about like still being a Bobcat and that there might be, dozens of people, hopefully lots of people who watch this little chat. What advice do you have for like other students as they're managing this?
I would say, wake up at the same time as if you're waiting for your lectures. I know a lot of professors already are like, we're gonna have online lectures at the same time as they have classes, but like sometimes, let's say your first class is until like 1 p.m. I mean, I would still say like wake up, or at a reasonable time, like I say 8 to 9 or even 7. Like don't really like sleep in at all because you could use that time to be working ahead because at this point there are no every time is downtime outside of online lectures. So I mean that's up to you to decide what you want to do. So you can do homework, you could read, you can relax. Like for me, I try to get ahead. So right now, I have an assignment due Sunday and Monday, but the professors opened up the assignment for like the other assignments for like the entire week. So I plan on just doing all the assignments ahead of time. So I have, I guess, more downtime to either work more ahead, or I have actually like more time to relax, because I get that it is kind of stressful having to learn online if you're not used to it. Because I was there last summer, so I mean, I've been through it already, but you can't really let that sense of like, oh, I'm home, I can put it off until like the last minute, because I have my space, I have my work, it's right in front of me. But you keep letting the stuff build up and up, like it's all gonna come toppling over you in that time. Then you're gonna be more stressed out because you're not on campus, you don't get to see your friends because social distancing, all that, like all of it just comes crashing on you, and you're kind of stuck at that point. So I would say, like, try to use your time wisely. I still write in a planner. I write on sticky notes right now too, because
I love
I ran out of space in the planner. So, and I can't really go buy a planner at this point because everyone's crazy at Walmart. But try to stay organized, manage time well, and kind of finish out the semester strong. We only have a month left, so which I didn't know until Wednesday, because I talked to an advisor. So I mean, we only have 1 month left of school. I mean, you just kind of have to push through it at this point. There's not much else we can do.
Yeah, that's really good advice. I just got off the line actually doing another Teams meeting with our counseling staff, because our counselors in CPS are still seeing students and they're still counseling. But in this particular, they're just doing it like this. They're doing it on Teams and they're doing it via the phone. And we had asked them to give the staff advice about how to work remotely and how to, basically keep your own well-being at the forefront. And one of the things they talked about was like, it seems so simple, but sometimes the simplest things are the hardest things to do. And that is to like eat well and sleep well.
Yeah.
And like keep a schedule. And even one of the things that Becky Conrad Davenport, our counselor who was talking, one of the things she said is even just the act of making food and sitting down and eating it slowly without screens can be a gift to yourself. So I love the fact that you just brought up like your regular schedule and taking care of yourself as your advice. That's wonderful advice.
Yeah, I mean, it is a difference, eating, like you said, eating at a table, like you're eating with your family now, rather than either eating by yourself or with friends. And you can actually take your time, because, if you're on campus, if you're living on dorms, like you're timed. You got, I think, like 3 hours to eat at one dining hall, or else, they kick you out, because, they have to clean or close. I mean, at least now you could spend, I don't know who spends 5 hours eating, but you could spend 5 hours eating if you want at your dinner table, and then with your family, and then you don't have to worry about like, oh, the weather's bad, I gotta walk back to my dorm that's across campus because I decided to go to Nelson, I live in Ryers, or you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff because it's all set. Plus, it's home cooked, so I mean that's another benefit.
That's true. And I know from a family perspective, for me being a Bobcat mom, because I have two sons who are Bobcats, it's been nice to have you all home. So I know for me, even though in the middle of all this, we worry, parents worry. We're worried that our children are going to get sick. We're worried about the pandemic. We're worried about everything. And to have your family closer at home is really nice. So I'm sure that your parents are glad to have you there with you. You there with them up in Worcester.
It was a big change because they were kind of used to me being gone for like, even though semester, but moving back was changed because I guess we're all on different schedules. Like my mom, she has to work remotely, and my dad's kind of like the guy who has to go around, make sure like stuff is correct in the house, and I'm still stuck in my school schedule, so like all these schedules are kind of mixing together, and we kind of have to come together to like a common ground here. Like, hey, you know what? I have school from like 10:30 to noon. Like usually I do eat, I promise, but like I eat afternoon. So I mean,
I need to do the schoolwork first. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do the schoolwork first, then I eat, because that's how I usually ran on campus anyway. So like I would my schoolwork, go eat, and that's fine with that. But it's a little bit different here. They eat dinner so early, it's like 4 or 5 some days. I'm usually just eating dinner like 7 or 8.
That is so true. In my house right now, like we get off work at 5 and we cook dinner and we eat dinner at like 5:30 or 6. And because we're all at home, cooking dinner and planning dinner is like a thing. Like we
Yeah.
didn't we were not this planful about dinner previous to us in these stay-at-home orders, but we are so planful now, and so we eat dinner really early. And Brian, my first year student, he says the same. He's like, "Why are we eating so early?"
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with it. I can agree with him. Like I'm just not used to it anymore. Like in high school, you're used to it because you have to come home every day. But if
Yeah.
you're in college, if you're not commuting, of course, and like you're in dining halls, Nelson's the one that opens the latest and opens
Yep.
to like 8 or 9, and then like we were all like eating like 8 or 9 because there's like, oh, you know what, it's a last minute meal, go quick get
We're
something
gonna
real
run to
quick.
Nelson because it's the one open the
Yeah,
latest.
exactly. Or you go to the market, you grab something real quick because market's open till midnight most days. So like we're so used to eating so late. It's like we have to get accustomed to actually eating with the
Yep.
family again instead of by yourself at a weird time, which is
Is
tense.
there anything about Nelson or the market and the Nelson market that you miss? Like that when you come back to school in the fall that you're going to be like, I need to go get this thing, or anything in
Uh,
general that you're going to want to do when you get to come back to campus?
when I definitely go back to campus, like a part of my well being is like I love going to ping,
Oh
especially with
yeah.
my friend. My sweet mate, me and him would go to the gym. Like he would be like my personal trainer, and he'd help me out a lot. Like before I started working out, like I was like very like stick thin, and
Yeah.
then like I just started working out this year. So for the past like 2 months up until spring break, like he'd make a workout for me. He'd take me to the gym. Um, he'd just kind of like watch over me, just to
Yeah.
instruct me to make sure I'm doing anything right. And I noticed like changes with my body, like like I started seeing like actual kind
Yeah.
of like
You're
a
building up
figure and
muscle.
stuff. I was
Yeah.
building up muscle. I loved it. So like I made that like a plan, like go to the gym every day. But now that gyms are kind of closed, like I
I
find it
know.
really hard to work out at home because like of course I don't have all the equipment as ping, or else I
Right.
wouldn't go to ping in the first place. But working at home kind of has a different like mentality compared to the gym. So I
Yeah.
just kind of stopped working out right now because
Well, I don't know
I
if you've noticed, but on our website, so if you go to the rec website right now, so ohio.edu/recreation, they have got like 10 different things where they're putting things online and they're doing virtual workouts with
yeah, I
people.
saw that. I saw the email.
Yeah, so
I,
you
I,
should
I was thinking
totally
about
check
going to the
that
next
out
one. I want to. I
because I
want to
think
try it.
it's going to be, even though you're by yourself, you are like working out in a community with other
Yeah,
people.
it's like the Peloton bikes, or
Yeah.
uh,
I mean,
definitely.
maybe not quite like that, but
Yeah, but definitely if once campus opens, I'm gonna go start back into the ping because that's what I really like doing.
yeah,
And
I love that. I'm totally going to tell our Pink Center director that you said that. I think it'll boost his spirits. So,
I miss going to ping. Like I didn't. Me and him would just go like at random times during the day. Some days, like if we get done with class, we would get done with class on like at 3 o'clock. Some days, so like let's just go at 3:30.
yeah.
And some days we'd be like, oh shoot, I'm busy. Can we push this back to like 9? And we go to 9 till like midnight because we didn't want to skip a day. So like we make time for it just because like it was that important to us to get away from class. Like that's
Yep.
the closest thing to me is getting away from class. That working out gave me that kind of outlet, even though it was a 5-minute walk to ping because
Yeah.
it's across the street.
Right there, because you were in the new builds. Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Well, the other thing you could do with your workout is you could like get on your phone and like FaceTime your friends, and you
yeah,
guys could try to encourage each other to do it from home.
we tried doing that on. We're still working on it. We gotta find something that works.
Well, if you do, you might want to market that. You are a computer science major, so you could like create something.
Yeah, that would be great. I need this
That
stuff.
would be good. Well, it's been so much fun talking with you, Nolan. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you spending this time and allowing us to do this check-in.
Oh, it's been really fun. First of all, like just being able to speak with some other person really kind of helps because I get up, walk to this desk, and then I just kind of work all day, or I'll watch YouTube or kind of see what I can do. So I mean, it's really
Yeah.
nice to speak to someone other than family, of course.
Yeah. Well, they've been talking a lot about that. Just because we're socially distancing, we don't have to be. We really should just be physically distancing.
Yeah,
So like you can still do this, and like your academic advisor, your faculty, anybody, like you could probably even like talk to the fitness director at Ping. His name's Tony. You could just like email him, find him online and be like, "Hey Tony, can we talk?" And he would love that. And so the faculty and staff at OU, we're here for all of the students. So if you're feeling like I just want to talk to people, you are not going to bother us. Like just reach out and have these chats. I'm with you. Like having these phone conversations with everybody or these Teams meetings with everybody has really lifted my spirits too. It's just been so nice to connect with folks.
Yeah, I mean, it also shows that we're all in the same boat here.
Yes,
You
yes.
gotta make the best of it somehow.
Yeah, students, faculty, staff, the whole world is in this boat together. So we need to do everything we can to kind of keep our spirits lifted and to make sure that we're not physically connecting with each other, because that's the whole thing
Yeah.
about finding the curve, right? Yeah. Well, are you ready for the closer, which is our at-home scavenger hunt?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, all right. I have the bowl of things right
Okay,
here.
I gotta get ready. I wore
Yeah, you
sweatpants
gotta get
too.
ready.
I wore sweatpants for this.
Okay, yeah, we're I might disrupt my dogs. They're sleeping right now. So when I start like running around, I'm sure we might get some excitement. Okay. Our item is a pillow. Are you ready? Go.
Yep.
I had one right behind me on the couch.
Oh, dang it.
Where do you go, Nolan? I got my pillow.
Yeah, I just ran to my room real quick. Yeah,
I
I didn't.
thought you were in your room. I thought for sure you were gonna win.
Yeah, I was in an office.
I'm sorry. I was in my living room, so I had a couch pillow.
I remember the couch you had too from when you showed me. I was like, crap. I was like, I thought I had a small pillow in here, and then I'm like, oh no, I took that with me.
Oh no! So our scoreboard now is 2 for Janny Hall Jones and 1 for Ohio University
Ah,
students.
wait, which one is the one that won? Like, what item was it?
Oh, it was the coffee cup.
Ah, dang. See, I'm telling you, if I got that instantly, I would have got that.
Well, Nolan, it has been so fun. I'm sorry that wasn't in your room. I thought for sure it was going to be in your room. And you were
No,
going
you're
to
good.
win.
If I was in my room, I would have just easily grabbed to the side, like, here, I'm right here.
All right. Well, you take care. And if you need anything at all, feel free to just give me a ring. We can do this again.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, Nolan.
Yeah.